let's sit everyone for a few seconds, few minutes, 2 minutes. We'll sit for conditioning. Close your eyes, keep your back straight, shoulder relax. Now breathing. Be aware. Just simply being absolutely still, being aware of your natural breath. Inhale, exhale out. Now we'll chant Om together. Namaskar your palm into Atmanjali Mudra. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bow down. Bring your forehead towards the ground. And inhale, come on. Okay, good. Yes, so we'll do a small Q&A today. So if you have any questions in your mind, if you want to something to speak about, we can speak, we can discuss, we can talk. Okay. Yeah. I don't know who's going first. Whoever has something in your mind, you can ask.
Yeah.
Mr. Kumarji, good morning.
Morning. I just finished with practice. I would like to know that, like, when we go over a set of exercise which we need to practice on a daily routine. Like yesterday we did this what is that? Kati Chakrasana.
Yeah.
Then we did Agni Stambhasana.
Yes.
So, like, if suppose on a holiday, like Friday, Saturday, when you have to repeat a set of exercises, which are the exercises which you recommend actually, which way from the beginning? Like set of exercises.
Yeah, do the classes what we did this week, the summary of all the classes.
Generally, we follow the recording actually, but every day it's a different set of asanas, isn't it?
No, asana will be same, but
No.
just sequence
Every
you can.
month, like this month, we are doing hip opening. Last month, we concentrated on some other kind of, I think back bending or.
Surya Namaskar. Practice Surya Namaskar.
So when we follow on holiday, actually, what kind of exercises or like conditioning will you recommend? A set of exercise.
Yeah. Always start with something which begins from Kriya. Every time you will start practice, always start with Kriya. Second, you start with the standing. So this is how the sequence goes. Kriya, standing, sitting, lying down. Now, in between, in these standing to sitting down or high to low. First, you reach to the peak of the practice and then you start cool down. So you choose any asana. First, always do dynamic. Any Surya Namaskar or side bending.
Okay.
Okay. Begin with the dynamic movement as much as possible. Increase the rate of your heart and then slowly start cool down. You can do side bending, you can do sitting. Choose any postures. It doesn't matter. It's a holistic practice. If you are working upon arm strength, if you are working upon inversions, then you can usually do pick any asanas, standing, sitting, and then lie down.
Yeah.
Okay. You can choose also between lying down in your belly. Sometimes you can do on your back, like basic Pavan Mukta asanas. Okay, we have it.
Yeah. These recordings are available only for certain specific time, no?
These recordings are
available only for a specific time, like probably.
yes.
No.
These are available for just a limited period of time. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Always keep practicing without looking the screen and just focusing on instructions. Then it will register, and then
Yeah.
you can. So this is how you can.
The thing is that one exercise which I find it very difficult is that you sit like this and you bend your this part.
Ah, yes, yes.
This
Triang-
getting tough for me. Like I think like
yeah. Triyanga
the
Mukha ek
thing
baar.
lower parts are slightly the body shape is like that.
You can always change. You can always mold. If you continuously practicing, if you, I used to teach the orthopedic patients when I was 16 years old. 16 years, 17, 18. 3 years I taught the people who were 60, 65 plus. One of the student of BK Sayengar, I used to assist him for 3 years. So I met people who can't even walk. They used to take like a walker to stand.
Okay.
So, and they used to do it. So now you can see where do you stand. You can easily do it.
Yes.
Just tell
No,
tell
actually,
yourself.
one thing is we need to endure the pain, otherwise it will not come.
Yes. First,
Nothing is painless.
you have to go through it. Once you go through it, then you will understand where do you stand. Mm. Okay, good. Yes. Anyone else?
Anuji, Lakshman here.
Hello,
Uh,
Lakshman.
Hi. My first question is we have different styles of yoga, right? Hatha yoga and all. So in our school, which type of yoga we are following, and how this actually why these different types of yogas?
Mm.
That's my first one.
Yeah.
Uh, Yeah, the second one is regarding the pranayama. When you take the breathing, 6 seconds or 4 seconds, it should be a step by step, or it should be a continuous. Because when I'm doing the continuous, within 2 seconds, the inhale is happening,
Mm.
and yeah, it's not. I'm not able to do it. I mean, inhale for 6 seconds or 4 seconds. So it should go like a step by step when I'm doing the inhale or exhale, or it should be continuous.
Okay. So first question answer will be very simple. We need different types of practice because there are different types of people. They want to take different types of journey. Some people they are very very sensitive, so they wanted to express their emotions with bhakti. So that's why they go to the temple and just surrender, and that's how their nadis get opened up. Some people believe in hard work, like people like me. I believe in absolute working hard. So I prefer Hatha Yoga. Some
You,
people prefer just mind is enough. Swami Vivekananda. So he prefer Gyan Yoga, Raj Yoga. So it totally depends what kind of people you are. So if you feel connected to me, you believe in hard work, come to the mat. Hatha Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. So there are different forms of yoga. Now, this in modern form of see earlier classical forms of yoga was Gyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga, Kriya Yoga. Nowadays, the modern form of yoga because you have to do physical practice. That's the only way to open up the nadis because we are so much indulged into sensory pleasures. So that's why the modern form of yoga is to start with the physical at least. So in that there are two forms, Ashtanga and Hatha. Both are modern schools of yoga in physical terms. Hatha yoga is more static, holding one pose for longer period of time. Ashtanga is more dynamic, movement, which is from one position to another and just being in the momentum. There is no pause in Ashtanga. You will see next month if you're coming. So in Ashtanga practice, they are continuous movement. In Hatha Yoga, they are static movement. Problem with Hatha Yoga can be Ashtanga is very modern. Why? Because people nowadays they have a lot of thoughts in head when they are practicing, so the mind can go anywhere, so they can get distracted. But That's why Ashtanga Yoga is introduced. Hatha Yoga is more static. You stay in one pose, but at the same time, you think something else. So, right now, Ashtanga is the way to lead you into higher stage of practices. Okay, that's why we need different forms. Second one is pranayam. Now you said step by step. What do you mean by step by step?
For example,
Like a jerk in the brain.
Yes.
like
Yeah.
that way I'm able to take the inhale for 6 seconds or 4 seconds, whatever, exhale also. But comes to the continuous, like I'm not able to take it to 6 seconds. So it should go like a practice or any other way. It should be continuous or step. That's first thing I want to clear so that I can follow the same technique.
Yeah. Do not consider as a flex. I'm just saying I can inhale continuously for 1.5 minutes without pause. Why? I'll tell you. There is a method to it. You have to distribute your breathings into three different parts: belly, ribcage, and chest. Now, when you inhale, we have a habit of inhaling too much and exhaling quickly. We exhale like this. Body is not opened up. So, you have to start the practice with the three parts. So, first, only practice abdominal breathing. Then practice ribcage breathing. These are awareness technique. Then clavicular breathing. By this mean, you will be aware of three different organs, and then you start distributing the breath into three parts. Then you will imagine, visualize that the breath is rising up and falling down. That's how you do it. Also, when you breathe, try not to engage your epiglottis. Okay? Because if you're going to engage your epiglottis, what's going to happen? The flap where the throat and the food flap is, it's not going to allow you to breathe properly. Allow and keep the throat relaxed. Do not focus on ujjayi. Many of people, when they practice pranayama, immediately they think we should create some friction in the throat. No. What is the need? Later on, we will understand the ujjayi breathing. Right now, no one is prepared yet. Ashtanga, we will learn ujjayi. But here, you have to keep it relaxed and let the breath pass through. Also, it's an old habit. So old habit takes time to fix. Okay, right now the oxygenation in the body is not proper. The breath does not reach properly. So the breathing is like this. There is a shivering in the body when you inhale and exhale. Why? Because their muscles are not so flexible, also because nadis are very blocked. Nadis are not properly opened up, and the body needs more swiftness. So that's why that swiftness in the breath shows the swiftness in the mind. So if you go slow breathing using distributing the breath, belly, ribs, and chest, you may reach there. But again, my answer will be same. Practice every time. Regular practice will lead you. That is the only way.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
Anuj, yes, this is Trupti here. Um, just a question with reference to the pranayam. We do some of them in the beginning, like Kapalbhati and Vastrika, and then we do Nadi Shodhan or Anulom Vilom towards the end, like when asana is done. So why is that? Why we don't do all pranayam or like earlier or just like at the end of the asana?
Yeah. So what we do in beginning, Trupti ji, is kriyas. Okay, and what we do in the end is pranayam. There are difference in kriya and pranayam. Okay, so I think you have clarity in kriyas and pranayam. What is the difference? Basic difference. Okay, so kriyas and pranayam are the two different things. Now,
Okay.
uh, so imagine Kriyas and asanas are like a water bottle which make you empty. If you become empty, you can fill up with something. And pranas are the ways to make you fill something with pranas and back again. So ask what asanas and kriyas make you do. They don't make you fill up. Whenever you practice shavasana, how do you feel? You feel light, right? You feel relaxed. You feel lightness in the body. Why? Because there is no overload, not like other forms of, not like a isometric practices. If you do any forms of isometric practices like gymming, calisthenics, running, these are good forms of practices, but they make you feel full loaded. Asanas, kriyas makes you feel empty. And then you practice pranayam. Whatever you do, you try to fill your nadis back with pranas. You let the pranas flow back again because now the nadis are opened up. There are no blockages. So you easily can let the pranas flow in the body. So that's why you do kriya in the beginning, pranayam in the end. Which pranayam we do in the end totally depends on you. If you are a beginner, I always try with equal breathing. Inhale 6, exhale 6. Then you get advanced. I will make you do inhale 15, exhale 15. If you get more better, like if I can sense, I have few students with me from 5 years. They practice inhale for 2.5 minutes, exhale for 2.5 minutes. And to be precise, these are girls, these are women, not males. So there are some people who do practices, but there is a regularity, there is a discipline, there is a dedication. Not from my end, it's from end as well. So what you have to do, you have to practice, pick one pranayam in the end, and do the continuation practice every day. Even if you give 1 day pause, you are going to feel the disconnection with it. You started feeling disconnected. See, if you have a lover, what do? You meet them every day, right? You wanted to meet them every day. It's gonna be like same. If you have passion for something, if you wanted to go and if you have that, you want to reach somewhere, you have to practice every day. That's why pranayam in the end, in your case, I will recommend you do inhale 6, exhale 6, slowly, without ask me or any teacher, whoever you have, ask them, am I capable now to increase the counts for 8 and 8 or 12 and 12? Okay, so go like this. Does it
Okay.
answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Shilpa here, my next question.
Who's this?
Shilpa.
Shilpa.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
My question is that I have never done any yoga since till now. Except walking, I never did anything. So now I got most of my answers that practice and discipline will be the main thing to attain all these asanas. But still, as I'm not able to do most of the asanas, like perfectly, few of the asanas. So when we practice it by ourselves, there is no one to correct. Like you don't know what you are doing. You might be listening and doing to your best, but still it is not to that extent. So like in those cases who were 65 or something, you were there physically to correct them. When we are doing, so at least it should not happen that it is, my concern is that if you end up doing something in between, it affects you in some other way. And secondly, like I'm enrolling for the second month, but still I have not mastered or at least doing it that good of this month. So should I go there? Like, or I have to practice all the sets in the evening also.
Okay. So many questions. Pause. I can only answer one or two at the time. Oh my God, you give me 5, 6 questions. Okay, I'll start one by one. Okay, first you ask. Now, see, I'll tell you what happens is I'll summarize your answer. Of course, the answer is always regularity and discipline. See, the time has changed now. Okay, when you gave me the example of when I used to teach. I used to teach 40 people at one go. So I used to distribute my attention all the time. So I can see different bodies. I used to give therapies in person also. But again, another thing, through these practices, I am teaching you very beginner. So there are no chances. I give you very precise alignment. There are no chances you are going to make mistakes. No chances. Because I'm not making you do headstand. Have I make anyone do headstand? No. Because I know here I can't teach. And what is the purpose? There is no purpose. I can open your nadis through different asanas. I will only give you that precise instruction which is required for you right now. Not more, not less. If you are ready, you will go for the higher practices. But right now, you need basic alignment, which is going to help you and which will be enough to open up the nadis. Okay, and that will be, you don't even need me sometimes. That's why the self practice is more focused here. You can just practice by your own. What simple asanas, Trikonasana. What alignments you need in Trikonasana? Simple walking around the waist. Of course, there are always room for improvement, but you don't need adjustment for it. And anyways, by the way, I don't give adjustment with my hands. So even if I meet you in person, I'm not gonna give you adjustments. So I don't do adjustment with my hands, never. I mean, once in a while, very rare. But I believe in, I want you to fix yourself.
Okay.
So yeah, your question. What should I continue the practice if I haven't mastered? Yes, why not?
Okay.
You make food, right? You like to cook? Huh? You cook sometimes? Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you make you have you made the food very good in the first time that you made it? No, right?
It takes time. Okay.
Takes time. Okay.
Oh,
Don't put too many expectations. The
oh,
problem is your own expectations. Okay. Don't expect too much out of practice. It's not gonna enlighten you. I'm telling you right now. Don't expect enlightenment from this practice. If
oh,
anyone is thinking of getting enlightenment out of practice, it's not gonna take you anywhere. Because you're gonna expect a lot. Don't expect, just practice. Enjoy, have a fun time. That 1 hour, I'm just devoting myself. Give yourself 100%. Surrender. Practice surrenderness. Come up when you show up on the mat. The moment you stand up, don't come up with your beliefs.
actually,
Ah,
my main reason was because I am right now 46. So it's like perimenopausal
still young.
phase. Yeah. So I wanted that I have some muscle strength, bone strength also, because I've not started with anything. So that would be to deal up with all those things. So my main thing, after walking, I did nothing till now. So sometimes there is no flexibility in the body. So with
46 is then you start a new life. Before 46, it doesn't count.
okay.
Keep
Got
practicing.
thank
And yeah, it does not matter. You can just mold your practice here and there. For example, even if menopause start, for example, that is the biggest concern for women's when they try to almost they are reaching for 50. Do not get concerned about it. You can change your practice little bit here and there. The hormones are going to change, of course, but there are few practices. For example, you can start implementing. You can work around that area.
Okay.
There are some inversions you can do, like Viparit Karni. Okay. There are Setu Bandhasana, Ek Padhasta Setu Bandhasana. There are 3 to 4 asanas. If you start implementing in your practice, you will not even be able to feel it. Any changes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anuji, this is Harita.
Hello, Rita.
Yeah, hi. Firstly, I would like to thank you for this hip opening session. Yeah, I'm feeling much better now. It's been so long that I'm able to comfortably sit in crisscrossed position.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
thanks a lot. Yeah. Do you remember I messaged you a month back? I said it's really tough for me to sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is like when doing some asanas, I'm getting shivering in my legs. So it's like I can't do anymore. So so at that time I should stop doing that, or is it okay if my legs shiver also I can continue that? And
Continue.
also, my second question is when doing the cobra pose, I'm getting so much of back pain, lower back pain. Uh, see, like last time you mentioned that you split your legs to the end of the mat and then wake up. So it's hurting a lot. Is that mean something the alignment is wrong or?
Is it still hurting after opening the legs out?
Yeah, after opening only it's hurting. If I put my legs close, it's not at all hurting.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let it be. I mean, this first question here was shivering. So, yeah, that's totally normal. Initially, when you are practicing anything, the first impact is in your muscles. Even if I make you do real actual pranayams, which I'm not going to introduce you right now, but when you're gonna start feeling sweat, your body
Okay.
starts to shiver higher than this. You don't even know what shivering is. If you start practicing pranayam, the actual shivering comes because the prana moves so fast in the body. And so shivering is normal. Shivering is like preparing. It's like making a popcorn. So what happens with popcorn before they cook properly? So it's exactly the same thing. Okay. And the second question you ask about the cobra pose because see, you are using a lot of dorsal side of the area. You're using a lot of lower back. Okay, I'll show you one thing. See this, everyone. Now, if I wanted to, now see, there are two ways which I can do back bends. Number one is this. Now see, my back is straight. So where is the pressure is coming? From the lower back. Okay. Now, I can take my chest out and work on my thoracic by taking the elbows in and start bending the elbows and pushing the pelvic down to the floor and open the chest. Now this is a bit advanced. So what you do, you are going to stay here, putting the palms beside your chest and just lift your ribs off the ground. Okay, take your breast and your ribs off the ground and stay there and keep pressing the belly on the floor. Usually when you take your feet apart, you feel less pressure on the lower back. But I think the reason why you're feeling still on the lower back is because when you take your feet together, you tighten your glutes, you tighten your hips. So your lower back feels safe. But that should not be the case. You should always relax your hips. Take your feet out, push the chest forward, and do the thoracic opening. So always practice upon, if you cannot feel on the chest and the upper back, start with the bending elbows. Don't focus upon straightening and push the thoracic forward. If still, I mean, you cannot feel the work on your thoracic, work like this. Take a chair, put the elbows over here, take the knees back, and start working on your thoracic. Start working on your upper back. Can you see? You understand what I mean? So you need to work here. You can also practice on the bed. So first work upon your thoracic, your chest opening, because your chest, your upper back is not engaged. So you use a lot of lower back, which is not safe. I'm going to discuss it. I think 1 month I will also conduct a back bending class. So we'll discuss about it. But more or less focus upon thoracic, practice with bend elbows initially, Harita. So then you
Okay.
will get your pose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
We have 5 minutes, 6 minutes more. I told Shivam already that it's gonna be late, so we can take one more.
Where are you exactly placed?
Yes.
Hello.
Huh.
So where are you exactly placed? Actually, this I mean, if you this class is happening in Mumbai or what? Like I see, I mean, different.
Okay. Now we are going to more personal questions and
I
answers.
first, yeah, I just wanted to know curiosity.
Yes. Yeah. I travel all the time.
Okay.
I do Brahman all the time.
I'm seeing your videos. Actually, the chair you're using for Sarvangasana.
Yeah. Right now I'm in Jaipur.
Acha,
Uh, I came because I have to go to Varanasi because my
okay.
Guruji stays there. So I have to meet him. Then I will go to Rishikesh to meet Prashant sir's brother. And then I will go to Mysore, south. And then I will go back to Mumbai for a few days and then back to Rishikesh. So yeah, I keep traveling all the time. So
But
yeah.
this is actually you show me so many kind of the room shows see the so many kind of bands and hanging around like some classes are
Uh,
taking. That is
that is
Jaipur.
that is my studio in Khar in Bandra. Uh,
Okay.
this is my home.
Okay.
Yeah, keep traveling.
Anuji, one last question from my side. You taught us Brahmari, right?
Yeah.
So that can be done after pranayam, or it should be before, or any time can be done Brahmari.
After practice, it is more recommended
Okay.
because you need that emptiness to feel that vibration. If
Okay.
you get what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. So always practice after the asanas because you in generally you feel lightness in your limbs. So
Okay.
you can practice along. So afterwards, usually.
Okay. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Anyone else has something in your mind you wanted to speak about? I mean, I'm always available, I think. Whenever you text me, of course, sometimes I get so late, but usually I respond back. So if you have anything to ask, you can always drop me a text.
And thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Anuji, can you just give us the asana names just to keep them in mind? Because whenever you say an asana name, I'm not able to recollect what's that pose exactly.
I'll write down the names. Write
Yeah.
down the name. Okay.
Thank
Do one thing. I'll give you a homework. If you free, you write down what you understand from the meaning.
Yeah, yeah.
you. Okay.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
give it to me, and I will correct it. Okay. Let
Yeah.
me see first what did you understand? Okay. And then later on, you can.
Yeah.
Huh. Can you briefly tell us what's going to be in next month? What's your good name, if I can ask? 797288. Yeah. Please write down your full name also. Yeah. And why Narendra PG? Narendra ji, why also you don't turn on the camera? I want the answer for that also. Hmm? Okay. Anyways, so Ashtanga practice we are going to do tomorrow. I mean, from the next month. And the brief thing I can explain is uh, it is a more dynamic form of practices. It's like a meditation. It's like a dynamic movement meditation where you become just one pointed. There you become completely absorbed with one certain practices, and you don't think here and there. Okay, I won't even give you a lot of time to think. It's like a continuation of the practice. So if you have a habit of overthinking, if you don't feel sleep, if you don't fall to the sleep easily, so Ashtanga is a good practice. These are just a beginner benefits, but there are a lot of benefits. It makes your limbs much more easy, flexible, strength. There's a lot of strength required in Ashtanga. So, but we are not going to do like too advanced. We're going to start with the primary series, of course, some standing sequence, and then I have changed because from my teacher from South, he has changed a little bit practice. So we are going to do some more easy variations of Ashtanga, less vinyasa, less jump backs, less jump through. But the whole idea is to make your practice even more advanced. Okay, it's going to help you for longer period of time. Ashtanga is really, it's like a practice for warriors. It's a very, very powerful practice. It makes you feel that strongness in your limbs. So that is the whole idea of Ashtanga. I wanted to introduce you to guys. You have the feeling of continue the Ashtanga practice. Okay. So those who are coming next month, I'm going to see you, of course. And meanwhile, this group is going to be active. So if you have anything, keep posting on the group. Keep writing that you have done your pranayam and your self practice. Do this week of Monday and Tuesday practice. Okay. Any question, anything you wanted to ask, I'm always available. Maybe I don't respond immediately, but have some patience with me, please. I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible.
And the next batch is starting from 5th of February. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. 5th of February, we are starting the next batch. And yeah, I'm excited to see you. It's a 50-50 partnership between you and me, guys, student and teachers. It's always a 50-50 partnership. It's a two-way street. So good. Okay. I'll see you around. Have a lovely day. Enjoy your time, all of you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.